we're going to Caesar, so you must understand. So you can't use it again.
Could an offence be committed under section 241 of the Trade Descriptions Act? Evidence of an offence, so we're going to see...
Trade Descriptions Act?
No, so Trade Union Act.
I was going to say, Trade Descriptions isn't the same.
Come in or out?
Well, that's what it has to... You couldn't come in and out because you're stopping them coming in and out.
I didn't see any vehicles attempting to get in or out.
Well, there was a vehicle inside trying to get out, so because of that...
No one told us that?
Well, because of that, we'll seize it anyway.
No one told us that?
No, we're still going to be seizing it.
Seizing someone's property?
Not property, evidence of an offence.
You're seizing someone's property?
Seizing evidence of an offence. It might belong to someone.
Well, again, I can't see the offence being committed. No one told us that anything was trying to come out.
We're going to be seizing it anyway.
There's been no warnings given, have there?
No warnings, no arrests. No. So they're just seizing someone's property when... Shit. Well, that's the last time that'll happen. This makes it more impetus to build a better one, doesn't it?
Protest. You've got a right to protest, right? How do you want to choose to protest?
Yeah. Yes, but no one was arrested. We weren't told that any...
Doesn't mean we're not going to arrest someone at some point for it.
It's
not been currently arrested for it. Doesn't mean we're not going to arrest someone at some point.
No one told us that there was any vehicles. Not one of the security guards asked us to move so that the vehicle could enter or leave. We weren't aware there was any vehicle trying to leave. So...
Still seizing it.
You're still seizing it,
but
yeah?
I think you know that by having it, the vehicle wouldn't be able to come in and leave. So you wouldn't have
surely,
to tell you that. You know
if
that.
something wants to come out, they should ask us to move. Otherwise, we don't know if something wants to come out.
You would move.
No. Actually, we don't. There's a barrier there. There's a barrier there. We can't see through the barrier. Okay, I don't know anything was going to come out. At the end of the day, I think the gentleman left because he felt he had his protest. We didn't know anything wanted to come or go. People saw what was happening by the side of the road. We didn't know that anything wanted to come. Nothing tried to come in. No one asked us to move on the way for it to come out. As far as we're concerned, nothing was done wrong. No offence had been committed. So he felt like he finished his protest. No harm caused. People could see what was happening. It raised
but
awareness.
You don't need this to protest. To protest.
Well, that's someone's property. It's a piece of art.
Piece of art?
Piece of art.
A house.
It's worth about £500,000. It's worth about £500,000.
When you get someone down to value it,
piece of art.
you get someone down to value it.
It's already been valued.
Where's the valuation certificate?
I'll have to get that.
If you give me the valuation certificate, Lauren, and then I can add it to the property. Yes.
In the meantime, if that gets damaged, you're liable for the artwork.
No worries.
I wouldn't have such expensive artwork next to a highway. Why would you want to have it here, not in your house?
That's not your choice, that's our choice. Okay. You got that right? £500,000 for this.
Is it?
Where's the valuation certificate for that, Lauren?
Well, I have to get it for you. I haven't got it on me, have I?
And who was the valuer?
I can't tell you that. I don't know off the top of my head.
I valued it because I said I was going to buy it off him.
Okay. Are you going to buy it for $500,000?
I'm going to give it on instalments.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I mean,
well, you don't really want that in your property room where someone's going to kick into it and stub their toe or whatever.
It is evidence of an offence that has been committed. Well, so again, because of that, it's been seized evidence of that offence.
We have no proof of that offence.
We have proof of the offence.
Well, show us.
Because you're not the person we'll be arrested for it, Lauren.
Show us the proof.
No, we don't need to.
But hold on, I've taken control of that.
Was the person in question informed of the offence he might be committing?
I'm pretty sure he knows when they're pointed at the last time.
It's not up to him to know.
No. He knows what offence he's committed.
Was he informed?
He doesn't.
No, he does.
No, you can't assume that.
No, I'm not assuming it. I know because he was given certain conditions, and therefore he's committed an offence. And this is aid.
I haven't seen a lorry try to enter.
What was the offence?
Because he's an adult, I can't really disclose to you because he's not been charged for that.
Well,
I have all sorts of issues with data protection and his personal right to an individual private life. Okay, so I can't tell you that. All I can tell you is that he was aware.
Okay,
I saw no vehicles trying to enter.
That's up to him to say whether he was aware or not, I suppose.
It is. I saw no vehicles try to enter or exit at all.
No. Nobody's had
No one asked
any.
us to move.
Nobody's spoken to us about it. So
No.
anyway,
So they seize this piece
if you
of
want,
art.
if you want to take that away, good luck with it.
Thank you.
They've seized that piece of artwork.
Thank you. Well, he's just taking luck with it, so he's obviously not that bothered. I think he was about to buy it.
Well, no, I mean, I'm not interfering with what you're doing.
He's not the person who took custody of it when the gentleman left. I did.
So you're effectively saying that he owes you £500,000 for something he no longer has.
Well, no, if I haven't got receipt of it, I'm not going to pay anything. But I offered him that earlier.
You're out £500,000.
I took custody of it. I didn't say it was mine.
Oh, okay.
I took custody of it because I was asked.
Who should we contact to say that it belongs to them?
I don't know that information off the top of my head. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, I'll book it under the property system as property involved.
Somebody can come and claim it in 6 months or something.
Potentially, yeah. I doubt it. Potentially. I can't rule out the possibility.
Well, when we get the valuation certificate, you either return it or you're going to have to. You owe us £500,000. Is that correct?
I don't think so. No.
No?
There's still evidence of an offence. The value is still intrinsic within the item, isn't it? We're not destroying the item, are we?
I haven't seen an offence. No one asked anyone to move. I didn't see any vehicles try to enter or exit. The man wasn't arrested or warned or anything like that. I don't see any evidence of an offence.
The offence has been committed.
That's what you said.
Yes, that is what I said.
No one asked us to, no one on that property came and asked us to move. Okay? Number one. I haven't seen any vehicle try to enter or exit. Number two. Therefore, there was no offence. If no one's asked them to move, and there's nothing obviously
so
trying to get in or out. So
you're working on the basis that just because you don't know an offence, so you're saying ignorance is your defence on this one?
Well, it seems to work for you lot.
In the law, ignorance doesn't work.
No, it doesn't. It does.
When's it worked for the government?
Tower.
Glenfield Tower? Now that is still a massively ongoing case, isn't it? And I'm not going to comment
yes,
any way
it is,
about that.
And I'm hoping that one day someone actually gets hung, drawn and quartered for it. I don't think that's going to happen because
I don't think they're ever going to get hung, drawn and quartered,
get away with it.
They're not going to get hung, drawn and quartered because that's that.
What about Hillsborough?
Well, Hillsborough, they've been charged, haven't they?
Yes, there you
How
go.
many years later?
Many, many.
Most of the people involved in that have either moved on or died or changed names or whatever.
The match commander's been charged, hasn't he?
Yeah.
But when you guys suspect someone of doing something wrong, you can pounce on them. We know that they're doing something wrong, and we can't get them shut down. How is that fair?
That's why you have a right to protest.
But protest is an offence now by the...
Because it's coming very close to you. Just step that way. I don't want you getting run over by a conversation.
They are cold venting gases encountered in drilling into the environment. The pipes coming out, evaporating, what's on them is evaporating straight into the atmosphere. There is no air monitoring in this area. They are gassing people, they are poisoning people, and that's now before they've even started the protest. You were at Horse Hill.
I was at Horse Hill.
You may remember the smells from the site, or then again you might not, I don't know.
In all honesty, if I had remembered the smell, I would have mentioned it.
One of your PLOs did.
Callum reported it to the Environment Agency. She was so disgusted how bad it was. Same company here to do the same thing again in a new hole, breaking international agreements that we shouldn't even be looking for more hydrocarbons. And you're here supporting that. I hope you're proud of yourself. And now you're seizing artwork.
I suppose artwork is in the eye of the beholder, I suppose.
It is, yes. That's why someone said $500,000 was a pretty good price for that.
Okay.
Yeah, tell Andy Warhol that a can of soup is not artwork, you know.
Or an unmade bed from Tracy Emin.
Yeah.
You're right. One night is a funny thing.
Indeed.
No, it's not my personal taste.
It's worth what people will pay for it.
I read
it's worth what people will pay for it. That's all.
I read
exactly that. That's the beauty of capitalism, isn't it?
I read an article. Someone had left a pair of sunglasses in a modern art studio.
Yeah, everyone was going around to take a photo.
Taking pictures of the bloody sunglasses, like how? You know, this is protest art. It's worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
Hello. How you doing behind there?
I was short and sweet.
Ah, yeah.